Oh, it's you again. Let me tell you something. I hate Christmas. Okay? I'm doing this because somebody made me. But look, I can't stand Christmas. Let me see if I can get that. Oh yeah, I really hate Christmas. Anyway, let's move on. So now that we've established that I don't like Christmas. Okay, so we're gonna do chicken mole. Alright, that's Mexican. It's a very spicy, intricate sauce. It's with toasted pine nuts, toasted almonds. You gotta grind them up. You gotta do all that, but you know, because I love you, I did it already. Um, so, and it has chocolate in it. So, we're gonna do something special at the end. But, so stick with me because, like I said, I hate Christmas. As you can see, I can't stand it. I'm gonna move the camera down and just listen up. We're gonna get through this thing, okay? All right. Let's see. All right, that should be good for you. All right. So, now what I did, I took a chicken. It's not fully cooked, but I cooked it enough in a stock, right? So, if you want to make a chicken stock or whatever, listen here. Just cover the chicken with water. Don't have the water up to here. Anything if you were boiling something, just put enough water to cover. Then you'll get the flavor out of it. Other than that, so anything else, okay. So let's just get going here. Okay? So we're going to split them down the back, okay? Now, let's get in there. Because we're going to do our pieces. Alright? We're winging this thing, so you stay with me, okay? So we're going to break it down into leg, wing, thigh. Right? Leg, wing, thigh. I was going to do it boneless, but bones have flavor, so let's get up in there, up under here. There we go. Okay. Now, what we're going to do different is, we're going to put ours in pastry. Okay? Remember, 2 gloves, okay? But don't keep kind of going in the thing. And plus, once your hands get wet, it's hard to get a new pair on. Alright, let's get rid of those. Okay, so we have our pastry. Okay? Get rid of that knife. So we got our pastry. I just got some, listen, I just got some pastry. This is stuff you make pies with, you know? And they put it in there. I think they got it in the freezer section or whatever. So let's check. We should get 2. Get another knife here. And actually, let's measure. Okay? Let's measure. We're going to squeeze that sucker in there. But it's alright if a little bit's hanging out. So we're going to do this. Because we don't want to roll it out anymore. Whoever made this crust knows how thick it should be. So we're just going to go with that. Okay? Now, so, here's the thing. We are not only going to cook our chicken in the pastry puff. No. But since we're using chocolate, I love chocolate, cheese, and salt. But we're gonna do some brie cheese on here. You see that? Okay. So we're gonna put it right in the nook. Right in the nook of the leg, okay? So we're gonna wrap it the best way we can. Okay? I'm gonna do some stuff off camera as well. So and then we're just gonna stretch it, you see? We're just gonna stretch it. I'm gonna do it again, so don't worry. And we stretch it around. Okay? So let's do it again. Actually, yeah, let's do it again. Let's do it this way. All right. We want to cover that cheese. Now, the fact that the chicken is already pre-cooked, I steamed it actually, that's going to help. Because otherwise, to do it raw or whatever, man, listen, that cheese will be gone and everything else, okay? So we got those two over there. See, you know how they come in the package. Don't bite the package with your teeth. I know you did it. I know you did. So, let's try this again. Alright, we go with the breast. The breast is a little bigger, so I gotta think about if I could get the cheese in there properly. See, we want to get it right in there. Okay? Or we could do it on top or whatever, but that's what we're going for. We're going to put it in the spot where it belongs. God made a hole. We're going to fill it with goodness. Okay? We cover it. Okay? We flip it over. And as you put your hands on it, the temperature drops, and so I can mold it a little bit better. You see? Okay? All right. That's one breast. Let's get the other one. Let's stop messing around. I'm going to pull a little bit of backbone off of here. Now let's do that again. With the goodness, with the cheese, brie cheese. Okay? Are you following this? I'm not doing this for my health now. Okay? So then, once again, we take it. And if it doesn't cover it, it will. You'll just, as soon as you put your hands to it, because the temperature of your hands is going to change the temperature of the dough, where it's more pliable. And you can spread it out, you see? But when you're using that pie crust, it needs to be a little bit cold. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, it's just all messy or whatever, okay? So let's get our pan. We got that done, okay? Any questions? I didn't think so. All right. So, now we're going to do some, we got our pan, hit it with some vegetable spray, really good, for our pastry. And there we go. Okay? There we go. 'Cause we want space, okay? Don't crowd your food. Do not crowd your food. Give it some elbow room. Or they'll be the same. And we're going to spray a little bit on top. Okay? Now, we go in the oven. I think I had it at like 425, 450, something, whatever. Let's get this out the way. Let's get this out the way. And we're going to make our mole sauce, okay? So, like I said, mole, the meaning of the word is sauce. Right? So, there we go. Let's get nice and fresh one here. So, I made my own mole sauce, which is right here, okay? Okay, so mole is spicy, nutty. So I took some habanero peppers, any kind of hot peppers, you know what I mean? I took that and I took maybe like one tomato and put it all in the pan. You know, of course, I cooked it, you know what I'm saying? And then, what else I put in here? Some garlic, a little bit, okay? And then the nuts, okay? I got some pine nuts. They call it pignoli nuts in Italian. Pignoli nuts, pine nuts, whatever you could use. Almonds, you could use walnuts. Put them in a pan, got them really hot, till they got all crunchy. I put them in a blender, and I put them in with the sauce, okay? It takes so long. If you have any questions, just ask, okay? So, now, but this recipe is very complex because, you know, you have people that put, actually they take they'll take animal crackers and put them in a hot pan, animal crackers, and add that in. We're gonna add a little bit of bread, just to give it that, you know, that stick-to-itiveness, that thickness of. We don't want gravy, we want sauce, but we're looking for like in between both, okay? You'll see I always leave this on until I'm ready to cut it, okay? That's it. You cry if you want. All right, so we're gonna need some of this for our mole. We're gonna need some onion, okay? Okay. We got a little bit of onion. We got onion flying all over the place here. Okay. And then we're just gonna, because I don't have the time to play with you people today. I'm trying to watch a game. It's Christmas. Now, also, I have garlic here. Garlic oil here. But I want something fresh too. So, best way for garlic, you'll see, put your knife on top and smack it. Now you'll see where it all separates. Let's peel that sucker. Look, it come off nice and easy. Bing, bang, boom, boom. Okay, we're done with that. We're not playing around today. So also, you can slice your garlic or whatever, but I like to smash it down a little bit more. And just get it thin. This way I don't have to keep playing with it, you know? Don't play with your food. Alright, there we go. Now, okay, we got that, we got that, we got that. We can go into our pan. Our pan is already hot. Our pan is already hot. We're going to hit it with a little bit of the garlic oil. Just a little bit. We should get just a little bit of smoke. A little bit, okay? We need to be up to temperature, and then we're just gonna swipe it right off of our thing. Okay? We're just gonna swipe right off of that. You smell that? Yeah, I know you do. Alright, so we got that on the stove. We're gonna go to the stove in a minute. Don't worry about the stove yet. So also, we are going to stick to our theme. And we're gonna use plantain, okay? Now, green plantain, for me. Well, you want to see how I cut it first? Okay, so you see? Because the skin is very thick. So just take some slices. Don't worry about cutting into the plantain. Just take some slices. And then it just makes it easier to just peel. You see what I'm saying? There you go. You watching this? Okay. I'm hungry. I just want to eat. I just happen to have to cook first. You know, nobody want to cook around here. What they see? What you gonna do today? Make me sick. Bar and a humbug. All right. So we're in there. We got it all off. There you go. That's how you cut a plantain, though. Just make a bunch of slices around and then peel it, okay? So, I'm using plantain for, it'll help keep my sauce, a certain thickness of my sauce, and also, it adds a little bit of sweetness, you know? But I got them green, so you got to pull the sugar out. Anytime if you're cooking something, right like this, right? Or you put it in a hot pan and it starts to turn brown, that means the sugar is coming out. It doesn't mean you're overcooking it yet. It just means that the sugar is coming out. Sugar, of course, is going to turn brown when it hits something hot. Yes? All right, yes. All right. Come on, let's go over to the stove here. Let me get you people over to the stove. If you don't like the way I'm filming this thing, then better come on, help me out. I swear to God, just need somebody. Just stand by me with the camera and get this right. Okay? But anyway, we're cooking, all right? However we do it, okay? So, what we got here? We're going to turn it up a little bit here. Okay? So, let's give a little light on that. Okay? So, we got a garlic. We got our onions. Okay? Now, you see what I say about turning brown? Because that's the sugar coming out of the onion. You know, they call it caramelization, but it's the sugar coming out. All right? So, I want just a little more oil when I have some here. Okay? Just a little more. Since I already made my sauce, I don't need that much. Okay? But we just want to get this sucker up now. Now, we're going to start cooking now. A lot of times before I add something else, I make sure that what I have in there first is already cooking. You know, so I don't get something blah. I get my colors, I get my different flavors meshing together and everything else like that. You know. You know. I don't have to tell you. You understand, don't you? All right. So remember in our sauce that I already prepared, we have ground, already like cooked nuts that would have been ground up and everything else like that. And we're going to do a little bit of, now we're looking good there. We're going to do some cinnamon. Yes. Some cinnamon. And some nutmeg. Cinnamon, nutmeg, cardamom. You know, those things. If you're not sure, ask. And then we're going to give a little bit of, this is my homemade, right here. I take my peppers and I dry them in the oven for like a whole day. At like 150 degrees. And I just dry them out, dehydrate them. And then I grind them. Okay? Now, we going down. You smell that? Oh my goodness. Hang in there with me. Hang in there. Hang in there. Hang in there. We gonna get fire. Now we got fire now. We got fire. We starting to sizzle. Okay, so now let's get these plantains in there because they're kind of hard. We could have actually started with the plantains, you know, to get that color, but I wanted the caramelization of the onion first. Okay? Alright, so that's what we got going on there. Alright, we got some cinnamon in there, we got some different spices, we got some nutmeg. So it's nice and spicy. That's why I said it's a complicated dish. So she's nice and spicy. Alright? Alright. We're going to check in the oven. We're going to check in the oven for a minute. Now, here's the thing about it. Like some of you people, you know, you like, if you're not sure, that's why I said get a thermometer. Every time you open your oven, you lose about at least 3 to 5 minutes of cooking, depending upon how long it's open, for you to check on things. You know, let me see. Why isn't it done yet? Because you keep opening the oven, you keep letting the heat out. Then the oven's got to heat up again, and then the food's got to get cooking again. Tell you, these are nuggets, nuggets. All right, don't open your oven so many times. Open it less times and use a thermometer. Okay. If you want to know temperatures, Inbox me. Oh, look it up. Oh, go. So now we just letting our thing rock, you know. Our onions, plantains, and garlic with our spices in there. Put our nice spices in there. Also, here's another thing. Don't wait for me to put up a video. Inbox me. Tell me what you want to cook. Give it a shot. If you're having a hard time cooking something, or if it's any little thing, then we'll make a video about it. Okay? How about that? That's a deal? You inbox me, let me know the problem, or let me know what you want to make, or let me know what you have trepidations about. Boom. We're good. And we'll make a video about it. You know? You just coming in here just being nosy all the time. You know, you come in here, you don't spend no time with me. You just come in here to see what I'm doing, look around. Yeah, that's what you're doing. You have to come in here looking around. I feel violated. I don't even know why I'm doing this. You know? Man, I tell you, y'all don't got no privacy anymore. Oh yeah. We're getting a little bit of color. I'm going to show you in a second. We're getting a little color on our plantains, and our onions are getting color. That's what we want. Alright? So what's something else? Okay, yeah. Send me recipes. Don't even send me recipes. Just send me what you want to cook. Okay? I'm not going to take you way up here or whatever. I'm just going to show you how to do it from home. Alright? But this thing, I'm telling you. Oh my goodness. Look. You see what I'm saying? You see the color? You see the color in the plantain? Because that sugar is coming out. You see how it's starting to get brown and everything else like that? That's what we want. That's what we want. You know, I got nothing against black. But let's stick with brown. Dark brown. But black, yeah, let's keep that for Christmas sweaters and paintings and, you know, things like that. And for Black Lives Matter. But we black plantains don't matter. Black onions don't matter. They matter. But, you know, okay. So, we're going to take this now. So, we want to, let me take it back down. So, now what we're going to do here is, with our stock, remember, because we par cooked our chicken first. So, this is our chicken stock. Okay. And we just want to, God, you see? Yeah. You see like that? When you get to a point, when you're cooking, you get to a point where something maybe is getting out of hand and it is getting a little bit dark. Then pour some water, wine, whatever. Any kind of liquid, pour it in there. You know, with this, I actually could have used orange juice. You know, citrus. Citrus is good. The acidity in it and everything else like that, but that's, you gotta pay me for that lesson. Anyway, but yeah, so we just rolling along here, see? Okay, so we're just gonna roll right along. We're gonna roll right along, and then I want to check the tenderness of the plantain. Even though I got a nice color on it, I want to check the tenderness of it before I add anything else. That's another thing about adding multiple things, like a recipe like this where you're adding a bunch of different things. Everything cooks in its own time. You just can't dump everything in at the same time. You can't. Live and live. I'm going to let my plantains live for a few more minutes. Yeah. So I'm just checking them, I'll tap them and see if they split open or whatever. They're pretty close. So, what'd you do for Christmas? Come on, man. The week talking about, I'm no heathen. I'm You know, I'm a minister. You didn't know that. I am. Anyway, that's something, between me and the Lord. Anyway, so, what do you do for Christmas? I mean, please. You know the Santa thing? Okay, I got you. I'm with you, okay? That was cool when I was younger. Well, what kind of games we playing now that we're adults? With the trees and everything and all that stuff. My wife been in the room for 2 days watching Ralphie on the Christmas Story. That's her tradition. Watching the Christmas Story for 2 days straight. You know, they don't even show commercials. They just, boom. I fell asleep 4 times. I woke up. It was the same episode. I could recite half the thing. And the boy got his tongue stuck. Hey, Robbie, don't leave me. Hey, don't leave me. You know the boys, you've never seen the story. We're watching it for 2 days. She'll fall asleep, wake up. I just keep watching. It's non-stop. It's non-stop around here. That's it. All right, so we're going to take our mole sauce, which, like I said, once again, that's, man, some hot peppers, spicy, you know what I mean? You get them, you can put them in the oven and crisp them up. You can crisp them up in a pan. Then I have my pine nuts that I hit in a pan. I got them nice and crispy. Put it all in the blender with a tomato. And I got my mole, okay? Now, we're not done because we're going to have to finish it, but here you go. So we're going to go about, I think that's good, but that's very spicy. Okay? That's very spicy. Yeah. Now, everything, before we add anything else, we want to bring it up to temperature. Let's get that boil back to where it was. That's why I told you stop just throwing shit. Well, made me cuss. Stop throwing stuff in your pan. Just one after another. Everything's got its own, its own cooking time, Let it cook in its time and then add something else. Then bring it back up to temperature to add the next thing. Which is going to be, let's add a little bread, huh? Imagine, I'm not going to put too much in there. But like I said, people put in like sauteed animal crackers. They put them in a pan with some butter, crisp them up, and then they throw them in the sauce. This is the poor people's sauce. It really is. Okay, so let's get that, right? So we got our bread in there. Let's incorporate it. Okay. We incorporate that. Oh yeah. See, we're looking nice now. We incorporate that. We got our bread in there. Now, we got to come back up to temperature like I told you. You stop throwing stuff in there. Let's get her back up to temperature. You see how the bread thickened it a little bit? Okay. Now, are you paying attention? Watch the whole video, man. It's a half hour. You know what you do? Half hour you've been watching reruns of Seinfeld for a half hour for, half of your life. You can watch me for a half hour. I'm almost done. Hold on, let me check that. Oh, you know what? We are almost done. Isn't that something? I'll tell you what. Yeah. So now, we have our spices. We have our... man, everything in this mole, but the kitchen sink. Take the poor people's food. But that's the best food. Because how do you take a bunch of things, if you only have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, how do you put it all together and make it taste good? It's not about the cooking, it's about the eating. Huh? Okay, so now, let me take you back down. Okay, so, now, dark chocolate. Okay? Dark chocolate. That's part of the mole, okay? Now, I'm gonna take it over here. I'm gonna pop it a couple times. Okay, now, okay, so that's just, I'm estimating how much. Now we got our chocolate. Now we got that goodness. Okay, so it's so many different flavors. I'm telling you, you gotta try this. It's a complex thing. Why I call it a complex thing is because your palate is not going to understand chocolate and spice at the same time. So, what it is, what's going to happen is your tongue is going to go on this travel through all this food. Like you'll taste one thing, and then you'll taste another, and then you'll taste another, and then you'll taste another as it hits you. Okay? I got to get something else ready. I gotta get something else ready. Let me see something here. Let's see. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell. Yeah, I'm trying to keep you busy. Cause you know, if I put, yeah, there we go. So that's our mole sauce, baby. Nice, hot, spicy, sweet. Oh my goodness. Okay? So we're going to let that go. We're going to let it sit, and we're going to be alright. So, look. We're going to have to talk for a couple minutes. No, because the food's going on now. I got to put it, I'm not making 2-3 videos. I'm not. You're getting one video. You don't want to watch it that long, fast forward, rewind, go back, try to find what you missed, because I'm not telling you. It's Christmas, and I'm not happy because I can't stand Christmas. Bah humbug. Okay? Anyway, trying to figure out what else could we talk about. Yeah, Christmas, you don't know what they like about Christmas? Let me see, there's a couple songs from Stevie Wonder. Someday at Christmas, men won't be boys, playing with bombs like kids play with toys. One warm December, our hearts will see a world where men are free. That's one of them. That's one of them I like. But, you know, other than that, because I'm a Stevie Wonder guy. You know, all the Stevie Wonder Christmas. Stevie Wonder came over here just as Santa Claus. I believe in Santa Claus. Santa Claus is Stevie Wonder. That's how much I love Stevie Wonder. Yeah. So when I'm telling you, the chick is almost done. I'm telling you. We are, yeah. Just stick with me for a second. Yeah, man, I'll tell you. So let me see, let me get you up to date. I was thinking about working at a nursing home, but the mercy killing thing, I'm kind of all for that. So, you know, I'll let you loose. You know what I'm saying? I'll send you to Jesus quick. So I couldn't really work there because, you know, not like I don't like people, don't like killing people, but like I said, sometimes you got to go home. You know? I'll help you get there. It's not about killing. Not even a mercy killer. Not even that. It's helping you get home. I'm like a bus driver. I'll take you. You want to? Yeah, you done? Yeah. Okay, you got 3 months to live. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Well, let me get off of that because I'm trying not to get in trouble on Facebook and stuff. What else can we talk about? Wait, I gotta check the oven. Oh, did I tell you what was going to happen? When I tell you that I want to do something, you believe me, you think, oh, Clay Turkey, oh, he just whatever. No. I'm the real deal, baby. Uh, 230 pounds of just good loving and cooking. You see? That's what you're dealing with. What else? There's nothing else we could do. I mean, I don't even know you enough to like you that much, to let you into my world, you know, in my business. Because I started to get personal for a second because I got some problems. But now, I don't know you people that knows you enough. Yeah. Don't nobody put likes and nothing, you just look or whatever. You know, don't give me no appreciation, tell me you love me back. None of that. So, that's how we doing this. You know what? I think that's it. It's gonna take me a few more minutes because I gotta set up the big, the big ending. Oh, you thought I was just gonna do this, throw some sauce on it? Oh no, oh no, oh no. Stay tuned for part 2.